Christmas at the Dubois County Museum. Hello and welcome to 18 WJTS in.form. I'm your host, Bill Potter. Joining me in the studio is Joe Schoenbachler. Now, Joe is on the marketing committee for the Dubois County Museum. He's also a familiar face there, as you'll see him as a greeter. And there is a lot of events going on this weekend as part of the Dubois County Museum's Christmas. But you also got some things we're going to talk about a little bit into the future. So let's start off. Joe, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It's been a while.
Yeah, it has been a while. We usually have you here as part of the Four Rivers Arts and Crafts Festival.
Yeah.
But now we're going to be talking about things going on at the Dubois County Museum. And this is a great time to go. This is a great weekend to go to the Dubois County Museum.
We have a lot of things coming on this weekend. And on Saturday, we're going to have story time at the Dubois County Museum that's hosted by the Optimist Club. And after the story time, they're going to have arts and crafts for the kids to make and other crafts and activities. And then on Sunday, Mrs. Claus is going to be there, and this is that's going to be the regular opening hours, 1 to 4 on Saturday or Sunday. Saturday is going to start. It starts at 10:30.
Okay.
And it goes to about 3:30 on Saturday. So, and then Saturday and Sunday, we're having the cookie walk. So if you need to get some cookies, and you don't want to bake, the museum will have them for sale. And my suggestion is to get there early on Saturday because it's been my understanding they don't last very long.
Okay,
so.
sure. Saturday, we're going to have story time at the Dubois County Museum by the Jasper Optimist Club. And there's the usual charge for coming into the museum.
You have the usual charge. All the activities and everything is free once you get in. Okay, but you have your normal entrance fee for both days. And then like I said, and after you do the event, you see Mrs. Claus or bought your cookies, you can tour the whole museum, which I strongly recommend because we have the community Christmas tree, which is in the conference room. All of the cities, large and small, communities in Dubois County has a tree. And each tree is decorated by a committee from that particular city. And they're all unique and the one I like is Portersville because it's done with pitchforks and hats. There was a period of a time when, or about the time when Portersville came into existence. So, and we have trees all the way through the whole entire museum, and one that I'm kind of partial to.
Okay, let's talk about that one.
I decided, okay, what is a museum? A museum preserves history. And so I started a arts and crafts tree, and it is open to anybody in the county who wants to donate a art or craft Christmas tree ornament. And the whole idea is we're going to be I'll give you an example of some of the artwork that we've done. Now this one is a crocheted ornament by Judy Welp, but she does, and she's got a whole Christmas tree. This is what she decorates her Christmas tree. And this here particular one, if I held it up right, this is done from recycled cards, and this is done by Ann Wire. And I got one more, which I'm really kind of proud of. This is done by a cousin of mine who actually lives in Indianapolis. I was telling her about it, and she wanted to donate it, and I said yes. So she has this. She makes the birds and everything by hand. I mean, of course, this is commercially made, but the bird itself is all handmade. And so she makes these here for her Christmas trees. She's an artist up there, and the whole idea is that we're going to be putting these up every year. And you probably won't be able to see this very well, but we're going to have a book. And in the book, we're going to have the picture of the artist, their artwork, a little bio, and every year they donate an ornament, we'll be adding to their particular page, or pages, I'm hoping for, so that later on, after, couple, 3 generations down the road, they can come to the museum during Christmas time and look in the book, find, their whoever ornament, what they looked like when they donated the ornament, and then try to look on the tree. I envision in about 20 years it'd be 10 foot high and have 1,000 ornaments on it.
That would be great. Now, and really the idea kind of is to also look at ornaments were made handmade back in the 1800s and earlier than that. So
1880 is when the first ornaments started coming across the pond to the United States, and they were only available in the big cities. By the time it got down to this part of the country, we had to wait for the 5 and dimes to get going. So you're looking at 1910, 1920 before they were a lot of them. But so all the way through the Victorian age, they were all handmade. And of course, we have some very beautiful handmade ornaments. And we're just getting started. I just started this thing about 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
And the tree is getting full. We need a bigger tree.
That's great.
So
now let's talk about the Dubois County Museum as a Christmas gift. You can buy a family membership or a membership for somebody to the Dubois County Museum, but you have a little gift shop in the Dubois County Museum. Somebody might find a special gift there.
Well, one of the things that we got the murals down there, each of the cities, and we got a postcard of those murals. And each of the larger communities and a couple of the smaller communities have a book, a history on their community and how it's related to the county. If you want to do the whole county, we got books on the whole county. So we can buy T-shirts like this here, all sizes. We just restocked, they're fairly inexpensive. And also the military, we have 2 books that deals strictly with the Dubois County residents that served in the military, going all the way back to when this county became a county and we started sending boys to war, and the ladies as well, because we lost a few of our female residents as well, and we did have a lot that served in the service. So we got, and then of course we got the regular knick-knack type of souvenirs that you'd find just about anywhere else.
Right.
So rocks, minerals, and that sort of stuff.
But buying a gift there kind of helps the Dubois County Museum
Yes.
a little bit.
Every little bit helps, because we are the largest museum of our kind in the state. Okay. We are private. We are a county museum. You cannot see everything in one trip. Mm-hmm. And there, you can spend several weekends and still not see everything. So it's fairly sizable, and we've got something for everyone. If you're into antique farm equipment, we have a lot of that. In military, we got that. We even have a flag that was hand sewn in Dubois County that was actually used in the Battle of Gettysburg, and I have been told it's the oldest cotton flag still in existence from the Civil War. So, and it was taken into battle by Dubois County Regiment in the Civil War. So, there's a lot of history, and also when you're there, like I said, we got the trees. If you go right now, we have the tree, but we got trees all over the whole entire museum, each with a different theme, and Santa Clauses. They are all kinds of Santa Clauses all over the place in cabinets and what have you.
And the Dubois County Museum, you mentioned you're going to come back several times. That's really neat because there is so much in that museum. There's a little town inside that you can go and see shops from years ago. There's the whole log cabin. There's a whole log cabin inside the Dubois County Museum. There's a special section just on sports. So much to see in that museum.
You'd be surprised at how many of our residents went on to the pros from this other pro level. We got another 2 section if you're interested in wildlife. We had the wildlife section where Mr. Frank Fromey, when he passed away, the family donated all of his trophies, and he traveled the whole world trophy hunting, and where there's a life-size polar bear, life-size grizzly bear, that's been mounted inside. Plus the fact St. Mindred Arch Abbey, when they revamped one of their sections, they donated all kinds of exotic birds. So you got birds from all over the world that you can find and that you can look at. So you can spend 4 hours in that room alone.
And there's the railroad room, that little model train.
And that is the never-ending project. You know, if you talk to anybody who works with model trains, it's never finished. And they've been working on it for a couple years now, and it's coming along. And every time you walk in, there's something new has been added. So it's a work of love, and these guys are, they're doing the best they can.
Yeah. Well, especially this weekend is a good time to go to the Dubois County Museum. Again, let's kind of run through the Saturday, and then the Saturday, Sunday, and then the Sunday.
Okay, Saturday is going to be the story time by the Optimist Club. There's going to be arts and crafts and games for the kids to play afterwards. And then Saturday and Sunday is going to be the cookie walk. So, and it's been my understanding that, the best cookies go right off the bat, so you want to get there at 10 o'clock when they open up. And Sunday we have a Mrs. Claus. She will be there from 1 to 4, so on Sunday.
And then the museum, we want to point out, is closed on December 24th, 25th, December 31st, and the 1st. Normal hours on Friday, on the 27th from 10 to 2, Saturday, December 28th from 10 to 4, and Sunday, December 29th, 1 to 4. Closed on Monday, December 30th.
Yeah, we're all closed on all Mondays, really.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The museum's a great place to go. Take your kids, or it's great for adults as well.
Okay, I got a couple other things too coming up.
All right. Yes, I forgot about that. You've got some things coming up.
Something that started by accident, and we decided we want to see if it's going to work. And it's called, I call it a night at the museum, and it's geared towards Cub Scouts. We had a Cub Scout group. That's what started it. It was Pack 182, and they had to complete a requirement. Well, immediately after that, the next day, I had a Girl Scout unit get a hold of the museum. And they want to take a tour. Now, this is tour after hours, so it's a special tour. It's geared towards the youth members, like the Cub Scouts, Boy Scouts, or what have you. And what you do is you call the museum, get a hold of Kathy Bachman, and she'll set it up. And of course, they a normal fee or donation to help, because like I said, we are privately funded. Mm-hmm. And so that's one of the things that is getting started, and we're going to try that out. And another thing that I get involved in is I got a couple other things I'm involved in, and the next one is going to be the chess tournament. Okay. Now, and it's going to be February the 8th. And now, it's going to be open. If you want to learn how to play chess, you always wanted to, we'll teach you. Okay. If you just want to come and play a few games with someone you've never seen and to test your skills, we have that. If you want to try your luck in a Federation-style tournament, we can put that on. It won't count for anything but bragging rights, right, okay. But at least it'll give you an idea what official Federation-type tournament is all about.
So if you think you're a chess master, they should contact you.
Just come. That's going to be February the 8th. That's on a Saturday, and just come on in. Open to anybody and everybody.
And any skill level. All right.
We will accommodate everybody.
All right, perfect. Joe, thank you very much for coming into the show.
Well, thank you for having me.
We have had as our guest who is on the marketing committee for the Dubois County Museum, and also he's the face that you'll see, one of the faces you'll see as you walk in. He's a greeter as well at the Dubois County Museum. They have a lot of Christmas events going on right now, especially this weekend. Stop by the museum. Joe, thanks for coming in.
Well, thanks for having me.
Thank you for watching 18 WJTS. We are local people watching local people.